Good morning. Welcome to my not morning routine. This is my attempt at starting a morning routine. I haven't tested my little kettle that I just got yet on my power station. Fingers crossed that works, but if it doesn't, I've got my inverter, which I haven't tried yet either. So, you guys, this could be interesting. First I'm going to turn this on, and then I turn on the AC. So this is like the small Bluetti power station. This just is like, I'm using it to charge my phones. I'm using it to anything USB. It's mostly just my phone, to be honest. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so it's pulling 361 watts, so that's good. It's supposed to go up to 400. I think it's working. On. Okay. Let's let it sit and see what happens. Oh my god, you guys, if this works, honestly, this is gonna make life so much easier. I've been pulling down this propane stove and boiling water on a pot or in my little kettle, which heats up the whole place. And currently it's summertime in Calgary, and it's the hot week that we get, or the hot 10 days that we get, which is right now Stampede. So we're sitting anywhere from 25 to 32 degrees Celsius, and turning on a propane stove for 10 minutes to cook something is crazy. So having this little tiny silicone kettle is going to be a game changer, especially for hot foods. So oats in the morning, or making soup at night or anything like that. It's just gonna yeah. Okay, so we got to halfway warm, and then the Bluetti shut off. So if I overload or overcharge my little Bluetti, it just shuts off, which is good because I'm not surging it and basically killing it. So it's at 347. Maybe I just need to plug it in twice. In the meantime, let's get ready for some coffee. So this little, this amount of water right now will give me coffee, and still don't know where to look. This will give me coffee this morning. I'm going to make some overnight oats, which I'll have for dessert, for lunch kind of thing. But I don't need hot water for that. That's besides the point. And it will, so I can wash my face. And I was at the gym yesterday and had a shower. I'll do a little bird bath, and then off to work I go. So it's still working. So moving on. looks like we're testing the inverter today. Mini tour of my garage slash electrical room slash bed. We turned it into a bench, and that is the end of the mattress that I put down there. And then this, like if I need to extend the bed, right here, that just folds up. To reveal the basement and my little boots. Basement or garage, if you will, and the inverter. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on and see what that looks like on the pull of energy. Good news, the inverter works great. I turned on my app to check out on my Renogy app like what it was pulling, and it brought my battery down at the minimum to 94% and then back up to 95 and 96%. So it's really not pulling a lot of energy. So this is going to be perfect in the mornings. I can just like plug the kettle in. It's not going to heat up the van. It's just going to like do its thing. I can have coffee. I can wash my face, do what I've got to do, and then off to work. This is the first time I've used it, and I think I need to like pour this water out and do this again. Honestly, the first time you guys ever do anything, like the very first time, it's probably not gonna go right. And like, accept it and just do it again, and it will eventually go right. There's dog hair in this bowl. Oh my god. That's better. Let that cool. Wash my face. Get more water. And the process goes on. You guys are wondering about my current water situation? This is it. I have to move my garbage and my toilet. I mean, it's fine. I'm getting my sink and everything next week and sort out the plumbing, but like I ran out of time, and like this is what I'm working with. Which is why in the last video you guys heard me talking about how much more I appreciate water and running water and hot water. Hot water is magic. All right. Part 2. Welcome to Cooking with G. We're making some overnight oats that I'm going to eat for lunch. First, oats. I usually just make like a lot. This is probably 3 servings or so, because like why stop and make them all the time, and I just don't have space. So if I can have just like one big bowl and just keep eating off of that, good to go. And then I add a bunch of chia seeds. This is actually like a staple in my diet because it's quite easy, it's quite quick, it's convenient, it's filling, it's satisfying. Burn helps me not burn, but make good clean energy. Some PB and me. Doesn't really make it taste super peanut buttery, but it just gives it kind of like a creaminess, I guess. Just add a bunch. And then, okay, something that I find really exciting is finishing stuff and getting rid of it, because it just means more space. And then a bunch of blueberries. And I basically just cover the whole thing. These will just be a little snack for later. And I forgot the cinnamon, but I pour the milk over after, so I'll filter it through. Healthy dose. I would say like a teaspoon if you're gonna measure it, or 2. Totally up to you. And then whatever. I usually use almond milk, but they didn't have any at the store, so I'm using oat milk. And I just cover it. Let it bubble a little bit, and then I'll stir it. It's also my coffee spoon. Stir it. Not tons, just enough. And then add more. Perfect. So I'll pop that in the fridge, and by this afternoon it'll be good to go. I forgot to add one thing. I have these stevia French vanilla. I usually add like 8 drops, and that actually just sweetens it up enough to make it pretty delicious. Boom. Now we're done. Quick little stir and call it. This is what doing dishes looks like in the van too. No, just kidding. Like if I'm cooking, I'm not just gonna wipe with paper towel and put it back. That's gross. I mean, a kitchen wipe maybe, but for the most part it's soap and water. Today's attempting a morning routine video has been shot in 2 days. I realized after making overnight oats yesterday that I only had 15 minutes to get ready to work, so I had to get my act together and get to work. I did. I always do. I always figure it out. But it's just different, and so I just have to get used to it. This morning went much smoother. I knew what to do. I think the key to a really good morning routine is to have a good nighttime routine. So I'll have everything set up and ready to go so I can hop out of bed, grind some beans, and make it happen. Thank you to all of you that joined me to the very end of this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And if you want to follow this journey, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell.
I literally have no idea what this is going to look like. I don't know how long I'm going to end up doing this for. I don't know if I'm going to love it, hate it. I mean, I'm just 1 week in, almost 2. So come along for the adventure with me. Next month, I'm going to BC for an entire month, and I'm just going to drive and park and paddleboard and play and tour. So I would love for you guys to join me on that. I hope you have a great day today, and thanks again. Take care.